Alan, good morning. Steamboat is showcasing some big events coming up. I heard including the new gondola project. That's pretty exciting.
Good morning, Jessica. Yes, indeed. The Wild Blue Gondola is now running at the Steamboat Resort. It currently takes skiers and riders to the mid station, which is the drop off point for the Greenhorn Ranch, the new Stowe Sports School instruction area. The Steamboat Resort is once again hosting a New Year's Eve fireworks and light up snowcat parade from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Celebrate the new year in style and kick off the evening with a light up snowcat parade featuring snow sports instructors performing synchronized skiing illuminated by only the light of torches. At the conclusion of the parade, the fireworks will light up the sky over the resort to ring in 2023, excuse me. As of this report, the Steamboat Resort has 20 of 21 lifts open, supporting a base of 53 inches at mid-mountain and 63 inches at the summit, with 160 of 171 trails open. Be sure to check out the steamboat.com for the most up-to-date conditions, including trail and lift information. January 5th through the 7th, the World Pro Ski Tour returns to Steamboat Springs at Howelson Hill. Both the men and women will compete in some nail-biting head-to-head dual slalom action. You can stream the event live on Flow Sports and right here on Mountain TV at Channel 18 here in Steamboat via tape delay the following week. I caught up with John Franklin, CEO of the World Pro Ski Tour, to gain some insight into this year's event.
Hi, John. Thanks for joining us. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on your show. It's always a pleasure to come up to Steamboat and meet with you guys and race in Steamboat.
Absolutely. So we've got the World Pro Ski Tour dual slalom action on January 5th, 6th, and 7th. What an exciting event. What are you looking forward to about coming here to Steamboat?
We always love to come to Steamboat. Howelson Hill is a great venue for us to race. It's got a dog leg. It's steep. The best racers in the world show up, and they always enjoy Steamboat, from the Western ambiance and Billy Kid and all the things that make Steamboat what it is. Last year, we finished up our season with a World Championship. We had 25 Olympians from 12 different countries, and we're expecting the same kind of action this year, picking it up with local Steamboat guys like Garrett Driller, former U.S. ski team member, and coming from the U.S. ski team, guys like Nolan Casper, 3 times Olympian, Michael Ankeny, raced in Kitzbühel a few years back and was NORAM champion. So we've got the best in the world coming to Steamboat, and we love to come to Steamboat. We love the course. We love the Western ambience of the town. We love visiting Billy Kid. We like looking up at Mount Werner and seeing a fantastic venue for recreational skiing, and Howelson Hill for the best and oldest ski area in the country, oldest still operating ski area in the country. So there are so many things that we look forward to about coming to Steamboat.
Now, you talked about, world-class athletes coming in, and I recall last year we actually had athletes coming directly from the Olympic Games to this event. And not only are the men here, but the women are doing the dual slalom head-to-head action, and payouts are pretty steep.
Well, that's one of the things that's unique about our tour. Michaela Schiffer and Lindsey Vaughn have always talked about racing the men equal courses, and the women and men in Steamboat will be racing on the same courses for equal prize money. They're doing the same job out there, racing the same courses, equal prize money. We've got 2 men's races, 2 women's races. You'll be able to watch them later on CBS television. We're going to be filming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 television shows from Steamboat. So Steamboat will be featured. City of Steamboat Springs will be featured all over the world. We have our Life in Between the Gates show, which is modeled on the Netflix Formula One docuseries Drive to Survive. We've got a CBS show, 2 CBS shows that we're cutting, in addition to the live show on Flow Sports. So a lot of action coming up in Steamboat that will be seen all over the world.
Outstanding, John. Well, we're looking forward to hosting you here. Again, that's the World Pro Ski Tour dual slaloms on January 5th, 6th, and 7th, right here in Steamboat Springs at the historic Howelson Hill. Thanks for your time today, John.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure to come to Steamboat.
Greg Hamilton, local filmmaker, is debuting his documentary that he directed, produced, and wrote, The Power of the River. I had the opportunity to talk to Greg about the film.
Yeah, it feels good to finally be here, ready to release this film to the world. I remember when I first was invited on this expedition and I couldn't say no, partly because it was a first ever expedition to a wild river that had never been explored in the Himalayas, in a kingdom called Bhutan that many people have never heard of. They protect 60% of their forest cover forever, which is a more ambitious commitment than any other country I've found. And there's this amazing endangered species in the rivers that we decided to go after on our adventure. I was invited on this expedition to showcase this beautiful wild species called the golden mahseer. On this fly fishing expedition, we used techniques that were sustainable for catching these fish. Catch and release, we call it keep them wet fishing techniques. I think we're the first feature documentary ever to showcase that throughout the length of the film, how to handle fish without hurting them. And the cool part about releasing the movie now, not only has Bhutan just reopened to tourism after 2.5 years closed to the outside world because of COVID, but they just passed legislation that makes this sort of high-end fishing tourism available to the public. It was not when we filmed this, so we needed special permission from the government. And one of our goals was to make a case for keeping a river wild so that these kind of activities can happen on it. And it looks like that's happening with a whole cohort of Bhutanese guides who will be required to accompany any fishermen who want to do this in the country of Bhutan.
Greg is hosting a watch party at the Snow Bowl Steamboat on Sunday morning, January 8th, and will be available for questions at the premiere. And again, that's at 10 a.m. on Sunday, January 8th. That's what's going on here in Steamboat Springs. Back to you, Jessica.
I love it. Well, it sounds like there's a number of exciting events taking place up there, and I'm super thrilled about the Wild Blue Gondola project. This is a huge, huge addition for Steamboat Resort, and I appreciate you filling us in on everything. This is exciting. It's going to be a fabulous way for a lot of people to be able to get up the mountain quicker, and the cars are brand new, which is great for the community as well.
Indeed, Jessica. It's a 10-person gondola car. Starting out with 58 cars going up to the mid-station, and then once complete, there'll be 171 cars that run all the way up to Sunshine Peak.
So you'll be up there in just a flash, really fast.
12 minutes is the estimate. So we'll see in the 23-24 season when phase 2 is completed. But yeah, 12 minutes from base to summit, and it'll increase the output from the base area from 6,000 people per hour to 10,000 people per hour.
Incredible. Well, it sounds like the perfect winter New Year's celebration. I mean, from fireworks to a lit-up snow-capped parade performance. I love it. Alan, it's always great to see you. Have fun and enjoy your New Year's up there.
Thank you, Jess. Happy New Year.